Welcome everyone, this is Masters Joke, also Masters Joke 75 on Instagram. So this is the Ninth Doctor set. This is another one of the sets that I picked up on Doctor Who Day at my local B&M. That's a very interesting set. I think it's about time that they did the Ninth Doctor as a hologram from his final episode. Because they've done it with the 10th Doctor, so I'm surprised they've left it so long to do this. As I mentioned in the last video, I do like translucent figures for some reason, and this, from what I've seen, this looks really good. The other Ninth Doctor figure looks like he's got blue jeans on. Apparently it's a completely new sculpt. From what I've seen, it looks really good. I mean, I've never seen the Ninth Doctor wear kind of like blue jeans in the series, but I'm sure he wore something similar when he was on Blue Peter before his first season started. So, I don't know why they've done it, but it's nice to have a different variation of the Ninth Doctor, because there's not a lot you can do with him really, apart from keep changing his t-shirt. So he looks really good, and there's a lot of weathering on his leather jacket. So yeah, he looks really good. The Rose, I was a bit surprised that they re-released the first version of Rose. I mean, I know they've kind of changed her, the colouring and paint applications of her hoodie. So I can't remember what episode it was. I'm sure she was wearing this outfit when her and Mickey were up in London at Trafalgar Square eating chips or something. But I mean, it looks all right. But this Rose sculpt was produced when they didn't know they were going to make an action figure line. It was like a one-off. I mean, it's got hardly any articulation at all. So I'm surprised. I mean, there's two versions of it already, but it'll be interesting to have a look. But yeah, it looks like a good set. And again, it was not. I mean, it wasn't for me. It wasn't. I didn't feel I needed to get it as much as the 13th Doctor set, but definitely I did want it, and I was glad. I mean, as I said, it was a few in there, but I was glad to pick it up. But as I've heard stories in the last couple of days, the North has got loads of stuff going on up there, especially the TARDISes. But there's no TARDISes down south in the B&Ms, like local to me. Same with the Daleks. There doesn't seem to be as many Daleks up north. I mean, again, that's what I've heard. But I mean, I know they've come in. I think someone said yesterday, because I mean, I get messages on my Instagram and YouTube, people giving me updates about Teesside and Sheffield, and it's really good to hear. I love hearing the feedback, and I love to hear that everyone's got the same issues as me. But I bet those scalpers are kicking themselves, like buying up all these sets and the Davros sets and the TARDISes, and why buy off them when you can buy them for a reasonable price from B&M? So it's all looking good. We're winning the battle against the scalpers. Don't give them your hard-earned cash. That is my motto, and I refuse to give them any of my money. But let's have a look at the packaging. So yeah, it's a standard packaging. Got a bit of stuff about the Ninth Doctor on here, so I'll give that a read a bit later on. But yeah, again, like the 13th Doctor set and all the other sets, apart from the TARDIS, I've got no plans to hold on to the box. So let's get it open, old school. I still can't believe scalpers who are buying these and selling the figures individually have the cheek to sell these empty boxes for £5 on eBay. It's just unbelievable. I'm sure someone buys them, but yeah, I mean, let's have a look at these. I mean, they look I think they look quite good. Yeah, I mean the rose is exactly, it's the same sculpt. I mean the paint application looks better, like the skin tone and the hair. So it does. I mean it is a vast improvement on the original two figures. But yeah, let's get them open. I need to cut the string, so let me just do that. Right, so let's go with let's get Rose out first. So that's not a great start. So Rose's arm has fallen off, and yeah, and I don't think that's ever happened to my other two Roses. So that's a that's a bit disappointing. It reminds me of my Obi-Wan Kenobi that I picked up at the Milton Keynes Comic Con. But that should be able to, yeah. I mean that's yeah, that's all right. It must have just been the way it was. It must have been the way it was in the box. That's right. I mean, as I said, the articulation is, you know, it's not great, you know, but it's not. I do think, you know, it's the same sculpt, but I think that the paint application is. They've done a good job. They have done a good job, and I like the hoodie. It's from a different episode. I'll have to read the back of that box. I'm sure it's on there. What episode it's from? Yeah, it looks alright. I mean, the other Rose, I wasn't happy because it was what was it? Was it Punky Fish? Was the hoodie that she wore in the final episode with Christopher Eccleston? And instead of having or was it Funky Fish? No, that's Funky Pigeon. I'm sure it was Punky Fish because they had one of the stores for the clothing line in Lakeside. I remember seeing it, and I was disappointed that when you got the Rose out of the packet, it said Rose on the back, and I just thought that was ridiculous. I thought that was very poor. But again, they didn't know that this was going to be a figure line, did they? But yeah, this looks really good. It's a decent enough figure. That was her arm coming off was just an accident. It was just the way it was in the box. I mean, the articulation, you know, it's rubbish. Let's be honest. But yeah, it's a good figure, and this is what Rose was. This is what Rose looked like in the first series. I mean, the second release of Rose from New Earth, obviously that was a far superior sculpt, but it was different. That's what Rose looked like in season 2 with David Tennant. So you couldn't, you know, you can't re-release Rose from David Tennant's era with a Christopher Eccleston set. And it's good to see Rose again because we haven't had a Rose figure for quite some time. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I mean, she ain't gonna fall she ain't gonna fall over, is she, with those chunky legs? Oh, that sounds awful because Billie Piper's lovely. I don't mean that. I just mean her flared trousers. Nah, it's a good figure. It's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. I'm pleasantly surprised. Right, so we've got Rose. So let's get out the new sculpted Ninth Doctor. Right, let's have a look at this. Right, fantastic, really good sculpt. I like it. So he's got the purple t-shirt on. I like the jacket. I like the flexibility of the jacket. Looks really good. I love it actually. It's really good. I like the hanging belt, the weathering. Missing a sonic screwdriver. Should have had a sonic screwdriver, and that's another thing. So I I definitely think, as I mentioned in the last video with the 13th Doctor set, I would definitely pay an extra like £3. Because I think Character Options were selling individual sonic screwdrivers for 9th and 10th Doctor for like I think also for the 13th Doctor for like £3, £3.50 each. So you could buy them. But I would pay like $24.99 just to get a sonic screwdriver. And I was happy with the Regeneration set, which I pre-ordered. I was happy to see that there was a sonic screwdriver in it. I was like, oh, this is great. And then then I thought, oh my God, they've only given us one Sonic for Jodie. They haven't given us a Sonic for the 14th Doctor. And I thought that's a bit, But then I've seen that David Tennant's got a new sonic screwdriver in the 60th anniversary. Although in the comic strip, which comes straight after the Regeneration scene in Doctor Who magazine, David Tennant is using Jodie's Sonic. And I'm kind of wondering, where did he get the Sonic from? Because obviously the Sonic was in Jodie's outfit, which then changed into David Tennant. Oh, who knows? I think I'm thinking about it too much. But if it is the case that David Tennant has got Jodie's sonic screwdriver for some of the time, they should have given us two Sonics. But there might be a reason for that. So, let's wait till we get the set. And come on, that set looks absolutely fantastic. So I've got to stop moaning. But this Eccleston, I mean, his blue eyes, his jeans, absolutely fantastic. I mean, that's the only criticism. Like the last set, no Sonic, but absolutely fantastic. I love it, absolutely love it. And then let's get the final figure, which is the hologram. Right, yeah. So this is an older, I believe it's an older sculpt of Christopher Eccleston. I think it looks great, absolutely fantastic. I love it, absolutely love it. Now I know there was with the 10th Doctor, David Tennant holographic figure, there was two releases. So there was the BBC one, which you could buy at the Doctor Who Experience in like a little baggie, and it was just translucent, and I've got that one. I really, really like it. And then there was they re-released it on card, and it had kind of like the black stripes, similar to the Eccleston one. Now I've got to be honest, I love this, but I think out of the two David Tennant holographic figures, I prefer the original without the black lines. I know where they're coming from. I can see what the black lines are for, or what they represent. It still looks great, but I think I prefer I would have liked if they'd done it without the black lines, maybe a little bit more bluer. But that's just a preference. I mean, I'm sure people have got their own preference in relation to the style of 10th Doctor, and it'll be the same with this. And character, they can always re-release this figure just in blue on card, depending on how things progress with the 60th anniversary and the way things are going. I think it's going to be really good. Things are looking really bright for Doctor Who with Disney Plus on board. Rumours of all these spin-offs. Shooty taking over the role, and his new companion Ruby. It's looking absolutely fantastic for Doctor Who, and I think it's going to. I think Character Options are going to see the benefits as well. So yeah, it's all good. So let me just set all these figures up. I've got to be honest, I'm really happy with this Ninth Doctor set. Pleasantly surprised by the Rose figure. You know, it's exactly the same sculpt. No, you know, no articulation whatsoever. Arm dropped off, but putting all that aside, the character have done a really good job with the paint application. You know, with the hoodie, the you know, I mean, the painting application is fantastic on her face and her hair. Yeah, really surprised. I was shocked when I was shocked to see. I think I was shocked out of all the sets being released. I was shocked to see this Rose figure being re-released purely because of the articulation. But no, yeah, I'm happy with it. Really happy with it. I love the holographic Christopher Eccleston figure. We've needed that for a long time. And the new Christopher Eccleston sculpt. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It lets me know you care. Join me in another festive video, which will hopefully be sometime this week, or if not, tomorrow. Because it is Christmas and it's a special occasion. The vlog is over.